13-year-old Christina Long, the pretty girl with a perpetual smile. In her short life, though, there was sadness. Her parents had a nasty divorce. Her mother abandoned her, and Chrissy moved in with her aunt. But she had a hard time finding friends. She was too different, sometimes even embarrassing to the other kids.
She would flash them and lift up her shirt in her bra and then let them touch it.
And then Chrissy got a computer, and it seems the friends she couldn't make, she was able to meet online.
She went to chat rooms. She was talking to guys that were older than her.
And on the other end of the internet were men with their own needs, like 24-year-old Saul dos Reyes, a newlywed whose wife was dying of cancer.
It was a very hard time for him, for his wife, for us, but he never talked about anything.
Saul, a Brazilian immigrant, worked 6 days a week at his father's restaurant. But online, he lived out his fantasy and became Hot ES 300, the guy with the Lexus. Chrissy was in Catholic school and on the honor roll, co-captain of her cheerleading squad. But her internet login was sexy me for you to see and long too hot for you.
Christina would find older people. She would look for people.
Her friend worried when Chrissy began talking about sexual experimentation.
She told me that she wanted to get some handcuffs and some whips and stuff like that because it makes her in control.
In control of who?
Of whoever.
Chrissy began stepping out to meet men, police said. On Friday night, May 17th, she didn't come home, and police began contacting her online buddies until Saul emerged. Police said he acknowledged meeting her at the Danbury Fair Mall. According to authorities, after Saul dos Reyes had sex with Christina in his car and then killed her, he drove an hour from Danbury here to Greenwich and put her body here in this creek. Saul said, according to police, that he strangled Chrissy with his hands as they were engaged in sexual intercourse, suggesting that they might have been practicing erotic asphyxiation.
She didn't have statutory authority to consent to any type of sexual activity with an adult.
Even so, on Christina's computer, police found messages between her and Saul indicating they engaged in sex on a previous occasion and that pictures of a sexual nature may have been taken. The truth is, I'm a playa, she said in one email to Saul. I've had rough sex too, she tells Saul in another mail. I like it rough. I don't know how to say this, Saul tells her in an email, but would you be willing to, give me some lessons or kind of, help me get good at it?
This case is not about a pedophile looking for a young child on the internet to abuse. This is about two people who intentionally misrepresented who they were. And as most people do on the internet, each believing they were meeting someone else. You can look at the nature of the charges in both the state and the federal case and ask yourself the question, if that's what this is about, why are the charges what they are?
Saul was charged with manslaughter rather than the greater charge of murder. He also faces federal charges of using the internet to lure children for sex. And police say the focus on the victim's actions is wrong-headed.
It's not unusual in this type of a case or in many other cases to put the victim on trial.
Christina's family says whatever role she played, it was Saul who was supposed to be the responsible adult.
She's thinking like a child, and she's not reasoning like an adult because she's not an adult. He's the one who should have been, he is the adult, and he should have behaved like the adult.
And whether this child wanted to appear older or more experienced, she was only 13, an angel to the aunt raising her, perhaps an angel adrift, and now gone. Maria Hinojosa, CNN, Danbury, Connecticut.